Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Once again, I want to drop the next video about the Black Stars of Ghana. And for some of us, I still believe the Black Stars will progress to the next stage. That's the quarter final. We are going to score Tunisia. Either you believe it or yes, we are going to score them. And I'm going to give you the reason why I think we are going to score Tunisia. Just like some of you didn't believe when we started the tournament that we were not even going to qualify. I came out boldly after the Cameroon game to state on my Facebook that football was coming home and that the result we had against Cameroon was a perfect result. So at the end of the day, I told you the most important thing that matters in football or in competition like this was to qualify to the next round of the competition. And we did it in a grand style. After beating Guinea 2-0, we were able to top the group with 5 points. And that is all that we all wanted. That is all that we were crying for. That is all that we were expecting. And for me, I always say that justice delayed is not justice denied. So the result wasn't coming early. It didn't mean the result was never going to come. Because at the end of the day, the results came and some people bowed down their heads in shame. Well, we are not even worried about that. What we are saying is that we need your support. We have to stand as a country, we have to stand as a people, we have to support the Black Stars of Ghana because this is our own. This is not Chelsea Man U matter. Because at the end of the day, we all have only one Black Stars, and that is what we are going to support. And we expect you all to come on board, especially that they've proven some of us wrong, or proven some of you guys wrong, that they are worth it, they are capable, and they are able. So today we are going to look at a few games in the AFCON. Then we tell you some of the reasons why we still believe we are going to qualify. And at this point, I think I can say that the Group F that we saw was one of the toughest group that any country can face. The Group F that we saw was one of the toughest group. I saw people tipping groups like the Ivory Coast group, Ivory Coast, Morocco, South Africa group. But what happened? A certain Benin, who was third in Group F, have managed to progress to the next stage of the competition. That's the quarter-final. And they did that against a very strong Moroccan side. This is one of the... Morocco happens to be one of the countries that everybody believed that they were going to move to the semis or probably win the trophy. But a certain Benin that we drew 2-2 against, and Ghanaians were crying out loud, saying all sorts of things about the Black Stars, managed to qualify ahead of this Moroccan team. And that should tell you that we playing 2-2 against Benin didn't mean that our team wasn't good. It only meant one thing, that the Benin that we knew wasn't the Benin that has come to this AFCON. And that is one thing we should take note, that we don't have small country, we don't have small team in this tournament. Every country there is worth it, and they've proven that. So our next game happens to be Tunisia, and I think I want to give you some few stats about Ghana and then Tunisia. Then we see the number of matches that we played. Then we see why we believe that we are going to score Tunisia, or why we think we are going to qualify ahead of Tunisia. So for me, as I sit here, I think we've played a lot of matches with them, and I'm going to give you the head-to-head so that we know which of these countries stand tall, and then why we think we are going to win. So just a brief and quick one. I think we've played close to 10 games that I think I remember. And okay, so this is it here. Sorry you cannot see it, but let me show it to you. So in So in I think we started Tunisia in 1963. It was African Cup of Nations, and the game ended 1-1. The next game was in 1965. Ghana won by 3-2. The next game was in 1978. Ghana won by 1-0. That one too was African Cup of Nations. I'm just giving only the African Cup of Nations matches that we played with them. Then the next one happened to be 1982, and Ghana won by 1-0. And the next AFCON game was in 1996. Ghana won by 2-1. The next one was in 1998. Ghana won by 2-0. And then the next one was in 2012. I remember that very much. We scored them 2-1. And that particular match, okay, we scored them 2-1. And then again in 2013, okay, that was international. So the last AFCON game we played with Tunisia was in 2012. I remember the day you scored the winning goal. So we are playing a certain Tunisia side that has never scored us in this competition, and we have a very strong, should I say, 100% record against them in African Cup of Nations. And this time they are going to come strong. They are going to believe themselves. They are going to be like, okay, this is our time. We have to overcome this. We have to also beat them. They will come like wounded lions. But trust me, there is no wounded lion than us. We have been in so many semi-finals and so many finals that we've never won, that we didn't win. But this time I think it's different. The mentality of the players, I like it, and that of the coach, I like it. I'm saying this because in this competition I've already stated that if you don't lose and you don't score, you are still in the competition. So we saw that yesterday after Benin played 1-1 draw with Morocco. They were not beaten. They didn't beat Morocco, but they managed to progress to the next stage of the competition. And as it stands now, Benin have not won a single game in this AFCON. And Morocco have won 3 games, but they are out. So that should tell you that not necessarily winning, but the most important thing is not to lose. So when you manage to get the result without losing, you are still in the competition. And now we are in the knockout stage. All that we need to do is not to lose or not to be defeated, and at the end of the day we progress to the next stage of the competition. So we don't have to score Tunisia 4-0. We don't have to score them 5-0. We just have to make sure they don't score us. And I believe in the boys, and this time we can tip a certain Jordan Ayew that Jordan is doing a lot of work, and I think Ghanaians should give him thumbs up. The guy is really working hard. He comes back to take the ball, pick the ball, move forward, try to move the ball, and I think that is a good characteristic of a striker. And I think the game against Equatorial Guinea, we saw some changes that the coach made, and we saw the impact in the game. So I believe the next game we should make use of Afri-Yakwa. Afri-Yakwa should be paired. That's my opinion, and I think someone out there is also thinking like I'm thinking. We should pair Afri-Yakwa and then Mubarak Wakasu. Then move Thomas Tepati ahead of them, so that he will play behind the forwarders or the strikers. Because we saw the game against Equatorial Guinea, the moment he moved, he had a goal. He's a great finisher, and I think when we move him, you could also see that when Afri-Yakwa came, he was able to stabilize the midfield, and that really helped. So I think that's the few changes that I'm seeing. I don't know what Kwesepe is still going to do. Either he's going to still go for Jonathan Mensah or John Boy, because now I think he will have an option, because the previous game I understood Jonathan Mensah had injury, and that is why he couldn't play. But John Boy wasn't bad, and for that I will give it to them. And I think Ghana, we don't really have defensive problem that much. I think most of the time the problem comes from the up front, the striking, and then I think the middle a little bit. But this time I think the defenders not too bad, not bad for now, and I think Baba Rahman has retained his spot. And I believe that Kwesi is going to start him ahead of Lumo, because we saw the impact of Baba Rahman in the game against Guinea. That strange passes that he was giving, and that is superb for him. So thumbs up for Richard Ofori. I think he's grown in the game, and that is the very good thing that we have in this current squad, that we have a very dependable goalkeeper in the person of Richard Ofori, who is doing great work. And thumbs up for this young chap, Samuel Owusu. You can say that some of the balls that he plays are unnecessary, but you can forgive him for his age. That someone who is 19 years, I think is pardonable, or is understandable for him to commit some of these mistakes in the game. So big ups, Black Stars of Ghana. I, Alassane Joseph, Faya Man, Fire B. I support you with all my heart and with all my strength. I believe in you. I think football is coming home. This is our time. Thank you very much for watching. You can also watch this video on my Facebook wall, Kofi Fire B or Alassane Joseph. You can type it on Facebook and you can still watch this video, or you watch it if you are watching it on YouTube too. Thank you very much for watching. We believe that the Black Stars has gotten to that point that the trophy is a must. We need this trophy. Go Black Stars, go Ghana. Thank you for watching.